Okay. Today I'm gonna walk you guys through how to create a double exposure in Photoshop. Basically, we're going to turn this image into this image. Alright, so first what you want to do is go into the hub. You get to click on resources, or you can go right here and want to find photo manipulation number 4, double exposure. Click on that. Let's download these two images. Once we have the images downloaded, we'll go into photo. Oops, sorry, it's the wrong thing. We're going to Photoshop, open, find your image, Meg image, or open the image. I already have it open, so all I have to do is here. All right. Once we have this image open, first thing we want to do is go to the crop tool, which is the third tool from the top. I'm gonna click on that, and let's crop this image. Hold on, I got the wrong thing here. Alright, let's hold on. Oh, there we go. Alright, yeah, we want to crop this image. So I want to bring it right here, right below her hair. So we just want to have this part. Once you have it, you can go ahead and click the check mark. So we have, your image should look something similar to this. Right. So what we want to do now is we want to go to the very top and hit select, go down, subject, and it should select around Megan Thee Stallion's head. So we have her selected right now. Next thing we want to do is we want to click on image adjustments. Oh, no. We want to go back to select. Select, modify, and down to feather. Click that, and we want to change that to 0.5 and hit OK. Right. Now I want to go into this background layer, and we want to duplicate that layer. And remember, in order to duplicate, we want to hit Control and the letter J. Right. And let's rename this layer 1 to Meg, and hit enter. Right. And we can actually take this old background layer, and we can move it to the trash can and delete it. So what I did was I took this and I moved it here to the trash can. So click on it and drag it to the trash can. All right. Now let's go back to this crop tool, and let's just open this up. Make this image a little bit bigger. About right there. Once you have it the way you want it, just hit the check mark. Now we want to go down to the adjustments tool, which is back in your layers panel right here. The circle with this half black and half white, the adjustments layer. Want to click this. Want to go up to solid color. Click that, and we can click anywhere in this. Click and drag it all the way to the corner. All the way to the corner till it's white. Once we have it white, click OK. And let's rename this layer. Double click to rename. Let's rename it background. Click return. And what we want to do is move this layer, click and drag to the bottom till you see the blue line. There we go. All right. Now what we want to do is make sure we want to click on the Meg layer. Then we want to go up to the top here. Click image, down to adjustments, and we want to go down to desaturate. Boom. And it just changed the image. It desaturated the image, which is changing it to black and white. Now, let's go ahead and open that second image up. So we can file, open, and let's find it. The F2. Yep, open the F2 image and open. There we go. Now what we want to do now is we want to take this, click it, drag it, grab it to the Meg layer, and right when you get it over, let it go. Boom. Right. So now let's rename this layer. Double click the flower and hit enter. Right. Let's change the opacity right here. Change the opacity to 50% and hit enter. Now what I want you to do is hit the letter T on your keyboard. Oh, sorry, not the letter T. I'm sorry about that. Hit Control and the letter T. Hit Control T and it'll bring around this box around the flowers, and we want to adjust this to where it fits around Meg's face. So we can move this, adjust it. You want to kind of have the main flowers around her head and face. So I'm gonna cover here a little bit. So most of her face will be the flowers about right there. See that? So we got the flowers pretty much covering up her head and her face. Just like that. So once we have it where we want it, we'll come up here with the check mark. Now we can change the opacity back to 100 and hit enter. So now let's go back to the Meg layer. Go back to the Meg layer right here. Click on the Meg layer. And now what I want you to do is on your keyboard, hold down Control and click right here on the head. Boom. And what that's going to do is going to bring this selection back around. It's going to bring this selection back in this image. Now what I want you to do is go and select the flower layer, right? And I want you to go down here to the square with the black circle. It says add layer mask. I want you to click that. And what we did was we added a mask on this layer so we can work with this layer, right? Now going back to the layers menu, I want you to click on the Meg layer And let's duplicate that. So what you want to do is Control and the letter J, right? And let's move this copy layer to the top. Once you see the blue line, that's the top, and let go. Okay. Now let's change this right here where it says normal. We're going to change this mode to, let's go down to lighten. Click lighting, right? Let's change the opacity to 50%, right? Now, back to the layers menu, the med copy. Make sure that this box is around the head, around this head. Make sure there's a white box around here. Now what I want you to do now is we're going to come down here. We're going to add another layer mask. So click here, boom. And a white box should apply. I mean, a white box should appear, right? Select the white box. Then we want to go here. We want to find the brush tool. Click on the brush tool. Up here at the very top, we want to change this opacity at the very top to 40%. Hit enter. Here, we want the first square to be black. So what we want to do is switch these arrows around. Click these arrows. So now we have black and white. Now, on Meg, your brush, if you want to change your brush size, I say let's do about 200. Change the brush to about 200. Hit enter. So from here down the middle, what we want to do is we just want to click and just start brushing. You might not see, you may see a little bit moving, but just start brushing. Don't brush, just from here on back. Just here on back. Don't brush the face, don't brush the front of the head, just the back of the head. Right here. Right here. So we're clicking and we're brushing. Clicking and we're brushing. Clicking and we're brushing. And that should be good enough. So now we want to go here to the flower layer, and I want you to click on this black and white image here. I want to click on that. Make sure it's the box around this black and white image here. Right? And now what we want to do is start brushing the face. Brush around the eyes, the mouth, the chin. Make sure you get those eyes real good, the mouth real good. A little bit under the chin. Right, just the face part right here. A little bit right here. Should we get that kind of? Let me see something on those. Right, that looks pretty good right there. As long as we can see the eyes, the nose, and the mouth pretty clear, we're pretty good. Now, let's go back to the layers panel here. Scroll, and we're gonna go to the background layer. Oops, cancel that. Go to the background layer, and right here, this first box right here, I want you to double click. It's gonna bring up a color picker slide. What we want to do is pick a color that's kind of matches these flowers. So I'm going to scroll up. Let me see. No. A little bit more. And you can actually, if you go on this image, you see this little eyedropper, and you want to try to match a color. If it's, see, I like this purple color, I can just click that with the eyedropper, and it brings that color back here. So you can click right there, or you can click some of the pink, and it'll change the pink. But I kind of like this purple. No, yeah, I kind of like this purple. Yeah, that purple. Then once I have my color, just click OK. Okay, so we're almost done. Now I want to go back up here. We want to select this flower layer that we got here, and we want to duplicate this layer. So what we do, how we duplicate, like we always duplicate, hit Control and the letter J. Now we have it duplicated. Now next, what we want to do is want to click on this black and white image here. Right? Have it selected, highlighted, and we want to delete that mask. So once we have the box around it, just hit delete on your keyboard, and that mask is going away. Now go here where it says normal. Let's change this to lighten. Alright. Now we want to apply a black layer mask to this layer. So I want you to hold down Alt on your keyboard, ALT. Hold down Alt on your keyboard and click the add layer mask, and it should have a black box here, right? Okay, now let's go and get the brush tool again, and this time we want to change these squares back to white and black. So let's hit the arrows. Now we have white and we have black, right? Make sure we have this mask selected. Make sure the box is around this mask here. Now we want to come back. Let's start brushing some of the flowers in. There we go. So brushing around, bringing some of those flowers in. Just like this, looking good. There we go. There we go. Brushing in, looking real good. There we go. Brush them in as you can. I kind of like it like this. All right. So once you have it how you like it, the next thing you want to do is go up to the next layer, the Meg copy layer, the very first layer. Let's click on it. Make sure we got it highlighted, and let's go down here to the adjustments tool. Click on this. Let's get solid color. So this time we want to choose any color that we think that'll go with that image. So I think I had like a light purple, so kind of want to go with me something like this, like a pinkish color. I like that color right there. So I'm gonna go with this kind of pinkish color and click OK once I have it. Now I want to come here. I want to change this blending mode to multiply, and I want to change my opacity. Let's say that's like 70%. Hit enter. Right, about 70%, and hit enter. Now I want to create a stamped visible layer, right? Down Alt, Control, Shift, and the letter E. And you should have a layer 1. So that's Alt, Shift, and the letter E. You're gonna need both of your hands for this. You can hold down Alt, Control, Shift, and the letter E. So let's do that one more time. So Alt, Shift, and the letter E. Alt, Shift, and the letter E. So yeah, you're gonna hold down Alt, Control, Shift, letter E. Now you should have this layer 1 here. So once you have this layer here, once you go to Image, Adjustments, and desaturate, turn it black and white, and we're gonna go to this normal, and let's go find soft light, and let's take the opacity down to 30%, enter, and go back here. Kind of want to take this down a little bit more to about, let's turn it down to 20, and there you have it. That's it. So it went from, we went from this to this. All right. Once you finish your file, save a copy. Save on your computer. Make your name. Save it and turn it into the hub.